Hey, hello everyone. Welcome to my studio. Ah, that's a landscape I did last night. I tried to use dark colors and that's what I used. It came out pretty good. I had a few people in here last night watching. They thought this was oil paint, but this is acrylic. I think if I'm going to attempt to do an oil painting, I'll do it outside on my patio. I have my easel out there all ready to go. I'll be doing that for Mary Ann. She watches me a lot. She uses oil paint, so I think I'm going to try and do one in oil for her. That'll be tomorrow. Oh, is that tomorrow? No, Saturday. Tomorrow's Friday. Saturday, because I got to work tomorrow. That's right. Saturday morning I'll be doing a special live in oil, but today this is acrylic. I think I'm going to try and do something a little on the impressionistic side and make the flowers kind of look. It's going to be more about color than anything. So I'm going to do a background real quick. My undertone. It's going to be a grayish red type color. So I'm just going to mix some white and crimson. I'm using water brush to get it kind of so it flows. It's going to be like a dark reddish gray for my background, and we'll have some cool looking flowers on top of this color. Probably right. All right. I'm thinking about putting a hand down here, like holding the flowers. We'll see. I kind of paint on the fly. Just let the ideas come as I paint. There's a very famous sketch that Picasso did. It was like in black, where he had a hand here holding some flowers. But it was more like more like line art. Okay. But just to look more like art, like oil painting. I'm going to make this acrylic kind of look like oil. See what happens here. So glad I'm off today, but I do have a show. I play in a couple bands, and Lisa and I show in Bellevue. I live in Seattle. I'm an artist in Seattle, and we have a show in Bellevue, which is across the water. We have to go across this bridge that's made, it sets on top of the water. I don't know if you've ever heard of a bridge like that before, but it's kind of cool to go across it and use view of Mount Rainier. I'm going to put a little bit of white in here. Mount Rainier here in Washington, it's about 90 miles away from Seattle, but when you see it, it looks like it's only like 10 miles. It's that big. It's pretty huge. I think I want some light behind my flowers, so I'm going to throw some heavy white right here behind the flowers. It's like that. This is this using art paper that you can buy at Michael's. It'll lay flat in a second here, but it's really thin. I like to use a heavier. This paper here is made for multimedia, but it's really thin. So there we go. All right, there's my background. Do I have enough color down here? Yeah. I think I'm gonna do maybe some roses. A group of roses right here coming down. And I'm thinking about the hand here. I'm not sure, or I might do a cool vase. We'll see. Let me go with the vase. I'm going to do a red vase, like Algerian crimson color. So I think I'm going to do a wide mouth. Do like a wide mouth vase here. I want it to be like a long neck coming down. And a kind of a fat bottom. Fat bottom girls, you make the rockin' world go round. We actually sing that song, Lisa and I. Today we're playing at an Aegis. It's for people that assisted living. And they really enjoy when we come to play for them. We play all the top classic rock songs on a guitar and we sing. We have these cool, we each have these cool acoustic amps, plug a microphone in and a guitar, and it sounds pretty good. All right, there's my vase, and I'm sticking to it. Let me put a white table in here. If you're new, it's a really good exercise to do. If you're like trying to find what to paint, you can't go wrong with a vase and flowers. It'll sell. If you're out there trying to sell your art, somebody's gonna like it because flowers are kind of cool. I'll do a red shadow today because I'm trying to make this look a little different. So instead of putting a dark shadow, maybe it's reflecting light through down onto the white table. So we'll make the shadow kind of reddish, okay? I'll make this a translucent bottle, and I'll run the stems down into the bottle. That's what I like about painting on the fly, you know, because I'm not trying to picture or anything. You can do whatever you want, you know. There we go. All right, there's my vase. I think I'm going to do the stems first today. And then I'm going to put, I'll probably do like a reddish roses, pink, maybe a little bit on the pink side. I'm going to have a group of them right here. So I'll put my stems in here. Kind of want them grouped in the center here. Some of these stems down into the vase. And I'll have probably some leaves coming out here. All right, I'm going to put some kind of flowers up here in a group. I'm going more for not trying to make them exactly perfect flowers. Just I'm throwing the paint up there. It's trying to make it look cool. That looks pretty cool. I might put a few daisies in here. That's what I'm thinking with it. But there we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 flowers there. And I might put one down here that's kind of like looking right at us. I'll put the, so that's 10. I might have to get 12 flowers in here. We'll make it a dozen roses. There we go. There's our dozen roses. Really simple. This is acrylic painting. I'm using Winsor Newton paint. We do some kind of here. I just paint what I think in my mind. This kind of painting is really fun. You know there's going to be leaves in here, so I'm just throwing color in here. Now highlight all that stuff eventually. Pretty cool. Let's put some stuff around the roses now. some green going on in here. Very quickly, just putting color up here. I'm digging that. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. For some reason, I want to do like leaves all over the place today. Kind of curly. I'm going to try and make these leaves look kind of curly. This kind of art is really fun. I'm just kind of throwing the color up here and we'll hope for the best, right? Wow, I really like it so far. It's looking pretty good. What is today? Today's Thursday. There's nobody on today, huh? Let me check in here. I got 2 likes already, but I don't see anybody in here. Marianne, hey! And the family. Hi, everyone. Marianne and the family's in here. I'm really loose today. Really loose. Put a couple roses in here. I'm going to kind of separate these real quick so you can kind of see what's wet in there. All right, there we go. That's kind of what it's going to look like. Now it's time to really get some cool stuff going on in there. You get my angle brush. This is become one of my favorite brushes. Angle brush. See how thin it is? It's really good for stems and stuff. This is looking pretty good. I got that done in 20 minutes. I consider that my underpaint right there. That's my underpaint. We'll put some stems down here with some leaves. You can see how loose I am with my brush. I'm just trying to get the color around what I think would be near the flower. Some leaves here. I'm not trying to make them look perfect, okay? It's just color. Take more time and make your leaves look more like perfect. You can. Look at that. That's really looking good. I want to put a few more stems down in here. There we go. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. All right, today I'm using my, I've been using that aqua green for my stems. I'm just going to create a light green with green and white. It's just regular, this color green. And I put some white in it to lighten it up just a bit. I like that color now. So I'm going to use that for my stems. I'll show you why I like this brush, because you can really get thin lines. You can really get some thin lines going with this brush. You see that? And I'm just going to try and highlight a little bit now. Ba-da-ba, ba-da-da-da-ba. Yeah, I got a show. I got a show today. It's going to be fun. And what I like about Seattle, our weather is so cool now. We have no heat. It's nice and cool here in Seattle. We're getting some kind of cold front from Canada, or out there on the the North Pacific. This is just the way I do some of my flowers. I'm just kind of showing you the way sometimes I paint. Hopefully you like it. Maybe get some tips from it. Trying to inspire people that maybe you're thinking about doing art and you're about ready to go buy some paint and give it a try. So there I'm putting highlights on now where I think maybe some light would be getting through. That looks pretty very cool. Resin Creations, hey. I've been checking out your videos. I like them. Thanks so much. Oh, is the vegan? Yeah, I noticed that in the last few Yeah, I think it has something to do. We're having some kind of solar flares right now, and it's probably affecting uh, the video. Hopefully, it's still going. Put my maybe I got to still going. 26:49. I'll try and move slower. Maybe that'll help. So my roses are they're kind of red, right? But I want to make them brighter. So I used Alzarian Crimson. I'm going to put bright red in here now. I'm going to put a little glaze down and grab some regular red paint here with just a little glaze in it, not too much glaze or it won't. I want to brighten up some of these roses just on the right side where I think the light is going to be coming down right in here. So we'll put some bright red in here. I like to have different tones of color, and I'm sure you do too. You just don't want all one solid red flower. You want different values of color in there. Leave some of it dark over here. You could grab Alzarian Crimson. It's already a darker red, and you can put that on the side where the shade's going to be. Just like that. Let's get some nice different values of red in there. There's other ways to do it. We could make the bottom dark and the top light. So the light would be coming directly down on it. I'm making this come from the right and the side, okay? So my left lower portion will be darker than this side. I think I'm already set to, this was an easy painting because I just got one color flowers in here. I usually put a lot of different flowers in. Maybe I should add, I put one daisy in here just to mix it up a little bit. Right down here, just a small little flower to change the scene. Maybe a couple of them right near each other. Just like that. And since I did that on that side, we'll put one over here on this side. Really simple flowers there. I'll make the inside of them kind of like an orangey color. There we go. So those kind of look like little daisies. I like that. That looks good. Instead of doing my highlighting right now, I'm going to start working on my outside. I'll show you what I like to do around the edge here. This is a filbert brush. It's round on top, and I think it's a number 8. So I'm just going to put some white around the edge here, about an inch away from my flowers, just all the way around the painting. It's going to almost make it look like a like a dream state. You'll see when I'm done. Just a little bit of white around the exterior of the painting here, or the outside of the painting. Making real small little brush strokes. Really small strokes. You see that? They're like half strokes. It's going to really use the flowers. Well, this looks like a heart. You see that? See those two, the way I do these leaves? That's what I mean about art. It's so cool. Just like that just pop in there. I didn't plan on that, but it just happened. So there we go. We got a heart right there, which is what art is about. Finding little things like that in somebody's art. It's really cool. I just kind of put for you. So it's about time. I'll probably work on this exterior or outer edge a little. This kind of gives it a little dreamy look when you put this white in there. You can add a little bit of red to your brush now, and maybe go over some of the white with a little bit of red on your brush. We'll tone the white down just a bit. All right, good enough. All right, I'm going to highlight some of my flowers now with liquid white. I'm using liquid white because I'm going to use the white. Let me show you what it is. It's Liquitex fluid paint. It's already kind of liquefied for you. I'm just going to hit a little bit of white up here on my flowers real quick. I'm not going to do them all. I just kind of want to show you where the light's going to kind of be hitting on these roses, okay? This one I'm going to do a little different. There you go. So something like that. You see how it kind of brought those flowers out a bit? Doesn't that look cool? Now I'm going to go back to my angle brush, and we're going to put highlights on all these stems and stuff. This part's really fun. I like doing this with this angle brush. Now just try and get a swipe with your brush, okay? Like this. Doesn't have to be perfectly on your stems. You just want to get some light going in here. See how I swipe it real quick to get some cool lines going in there. You can curve your brush like that. That's what I like about this brush. And the quicker you do it, the better it looks. The lines are really, how can I say, pronounced. they don't look like you slopped it up there with a liner brush. See how quick that looks? Really quick strokes. This white is kind of like the final detail for me. Sometimes I'll do it earlier, but you got to get used to the brush and what you can do with it, this brush. Very cool. Look at that. 38 minutes, and I got some cool roses here. Let's put some highlights on the stems down here. You don't need much white, just a little swipe of it. And there we go. You can also swipe up with this brush any way you want to do it. Very cool. This one went pretty quick. Now this rose, I'm going to try and make it look like the rose is looking out at us. So I'm using the corner of this brush. And maybe this rose pointing more out. Just like that. Really simple. Very good. I'm really digging this one. I want to make this next to my white. Now I'm going to add a little in there. So I'm going to mix a little bit of that red with white. I should have done this first, I'm thinking, before I put the white in there, but we'll see what it looks like. We want a little lighter red flowers, so it gives it some more different tones. Okay, you can mess around with the color on these flowers. You can tell I'm not really trying to make them look like roses, but they're gonna end up looking like roses. There you go. This is just an extra light on these. So this one side of the flower looks like it's lit up. Okay. This is really cool. This is a cool painting. I hope you enjoyed this one. I'm not done yet. I'm going to put a shadow on my stems down here, which is kind of cool to do. Let's get some dark color angle brush, and we'll put a shadow underneath these stems. And we'll put a out these leaves. There we go. Something like that. Looks pretty cool. All right, guys, I think I'm done with this one. I like the heart right there. That's pretty cool. Let me look at it straight on so I can see if I can do something to it. Wow. Really digging that. I hope it didn't lag too much, because this one really came out pretty cool. I'm going to hit a little more white on some of my roses, because it kind of soaked in a little bit. We'll put a little more light on some of these. Very good. I'm digging it. Darken up make my vase look a little brighter here. And then put a light on the vase. So you could put this a little streak up here, and then put like a round curve there on your vase like that. Good enough. There we go. Now it's complete. It looks like a glass vase with some flowers. I really like that. Let's put I'm going to put a sketch on this one, see what it looks like. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to make some breakfast, and I'll probably come back in a little bit and do, I want to do a landscape. So, I want to thank all the new subscribers. Thanks, Allison. Thanks for watching. I really like this one. I like the colors. Red and green. Alright guys, I'll see you in a little bit. Cheers. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for joining in on the chat too.